Why should I feed my ancestors? And how do I feed my ancestors? Welcome to Eye of Ancestors Kingdom. It's me, your Queen Nanaya Sankofa in your area. How you doing with the family? I pray all is well. We give thanks to Mother Nature. We give thanks to the great four elements. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So today we are going to talk about why is it important for us to feed our ancestors. I always say when you feed your spirits, they will feed you back. And when you feed your ancestors, they will also feed you back. It is very important on our journey. Someone was asking me that, Nana, they are dead and gone. For what do we have to feed them? And how will they even eat the food when we prepare for them? When we are talking about our ancestors, we are talking about energy. You are calling them dead and gone, but for me, they are not gone. On the other side, they live in you and they live in me. Their continuation is you and it is me. So let's get back once again. When you cook or when you prepare food for your ancestors, you are telling them that you are grateful, you are thankful for what they have been doing, and they are always welcome. They are not forgotten. I do this anytime, many times, because I have an ancestral altar, and I do it. I used to cook once a week. I serve water every day, fresh water. Yeah. Someone was asking me whether to be changing the water once a week. It is okay. No, please. I think I have a video I was talking about it. You see, every day you drink fresh water, right? Every day you drink fresh water and you use a fresh cup of a fresh glass to drink your water. So how come you expect your spirits or your ancestors to be drinking fresh water, or you be serving them fresh water once a week? Let's say it like this. What you will not like or what you will not appreciate, why will you give it to your ancestors or with the spirit that you work with? You bath every day. Every day you want to look fresh. So why do you think that a dirty altar or food that you leave on your altar and you clear it, you clean your altar once a week, you take the food away? No, that's not how they do it. I don't know. Maybe that's how your ancestors like it. Mine don't like it like that. There's a difference between practitioners, people who are really practicing it, and people just once a while, maybe you asked for a favor from your ancestors and you got it, and maybe you promised that, oh, when I get this, I'm going to cook a delicious food. This is the food that my grandmother used to love, or my father or my mother. So I'm going to cook this food for you as a sign of appreciation. That one is different. When you are somebody who have an ancestral calling, it is very important for you to be feeding your ancestors before they will start feeding on your energy. And that is where you start behaving somehow. You'll be asking for some things and you will not be getting it. You'll be asking yourself, but why? Why? You have been eating all this while. Do you invite them? No. You will eat, you will finish. Then when you are in trouble or when you need something, you will run to them. No. They are not here to work for you. They are not your workers. They are your parents. They are your grandparents. They are your family. Those are your blood ancestors. They are you. So you need to respect. You need to show love. You need to show gratitude. It is very important when you are on this journey. Or there are some people maybe just once in a month. It is not enough. Here I talk more about my journey. But you too, you need to listen to your ancestors and listen to your spirits. But when your ancestors are saying once a month is okay for them, good. But talking about myself, once a month is not enough. Every week, I change my water. Every day, fresh water. In so doing, you know that fresh things are also coming. You are inviting fresh things into your life. And anytime they are in your area or anytime you call on them, they feel comfortable to Anytime you call on them, they feel comfortable to come because they know that they are welcome and you are always expecting them. So it is very important. Once again, do that out of a grateful heart, telling them how much you appreciate them, how much you are thankful, showing gratitude. Trust me, gratitude is the key. Let it come from your heart, everything that you do. You know, there are some people, they will just go and buy something. We have them too. Go out there, go and buy something, just come and dump it on their altar like, here you go. Will you like it? Will you appreciate it? No, I don't think so. So for my people out there, whether man or woman, we all, don't be like, oh, I'm not a good cook, and just do it as far as coming from your heart. That is the most important thing. As far as coming from your heart, whilst you are cooking, the intention, you know, being grateful. When I'm cooking for my ancestors, I start singing. I sing. I pray. I invite them whilst I'm cooking. When I finish and I serve it, I will call upon them. It's not only for my ancestors, only that today we are talking about our ancestors, but even for my other deities that I work with. Let it come from your heart. Show gratitude. Be thankful, because there was a time they used to feed you. There was a time they used to cook for you. There was a time they used to clothe you. So this is another way of you giving back to them. And I promise you, anytime that you practice this, you see more miracles will happen. You will keep on growing on your spiritual journey. Anytime that you call upon them, they will be there. Some people always think that our ancestors, they have nothing doing. They are just sitting in a corner waiting for you to call, so that they will come. Trust me, they have other things doing. You are not the only child. You are not the only one. They have other things doing. So be grateful when you call upon them and they come and hear you out, and things that you ask, they do it for you. You need to be grateful. Someone was asking me whether they need to get a different plate or whatever, a bowl, or the things that they will use to serve their ancestors. Yes, please. Because I'm not in the kitchen now, maybe next time I'll do a video about it. I have a plate, a bowl, a pot, or however we will call it, that I use for my ancestors, and nobody is touching it here in this house. I have a different one for every deity. I work with Hecate, I work with Yemaya, I work with my ancestors and other ones. All of them have their own, and nobody is touching it, because it is not respectful that what you will use to serve them, your ancestors or your deities, you will still bring it out, and maybe you'll be eating from it, maybe your visitors. And no, please don't do that. Get a bowl, get a plate, get whatever you would like, or how they will direct you. Don't just do things on your own because I'm saying it. Just think about it. When it really touches you, that means your spirit they are talking with you. Your ancestors are talking with you, and they will direct you what you should buy, whether they want a plate, whether they want a calabash, whether they want a bowl, whatever. But please don't use plastic. I don't like seeing plastic on people's altar. I don't use it either, you know. But when your ancestors like it, it's also okay. But I'm just talking, you know. So that is it. Then another person was asking me to, after serving it the next day, whether he should throw it in the bin, you know, in the trash. I don't do that. I don't put I don't put it in the trash. Maybe other people, they do it, you know, but for talking about myself, I don't put it in the trash. After I'm done, the next day, I'll take it. I used to go out to the forest. I'll find a nice place. I will pray. Then I will then I'll leave it there in the forest. I have a very beautiful tree. There was one time I was taking a walk in the forest, and it was like that tree was really calling me. It was like that tree. I just call him. I call it tree. That is the name. So many times I used to go to the forest. I'll go and visit the tree. I will talk. I will meditate there. So any offering that I bring to my ancestors or my deities, the next day I'll bring it to the forest, to the tree, and I'll leave it there. So just throwing it in the bin, I'll not do that. But let your spirits guide you. So it is very important. When you keep on practicing this, you see along the line. And then one thing, when you are someone who is blessed, maybe you have the opportunity that your mother, your father, your grandparents, what they like, the food that they like a lot. Like me, I'm blessed. I know a little bit about my grandmother because I grew up with her, my father too. So I know what they like. Then sometimes, like, I'm somebody who don't like drinking black tea. Sometimes, and my grandmother is someone who really loved black tea with a little bit milk and then maybe 1 spoon of sugar. Yeah, she really appreciated it. So sometimes when I'm there, I feel like drinking black tea. But me, I know that I don't like black tea. So when I have that feeling, I'm like, oh, okay. She's here. I know what she like, So I will serve her that. And anytime I serve her this black tea, people, I'll on a candle on her altar, and you see the candle will just be moving. And it's just beautiful, So just learn to listen to your spirits. I know your ancestors will direct you, and they will show you what they like, what they don't dislike. And then, okay, good, here there is another person who wrote me that she is a vegan. She don't eat meat. And like the father was someone who really like meats. So what will she do now? My sister, you see here, it's not about you. It's not about you. You don't like it, yeah. But there are some of your ancestors who maybe will appreciate, or who were not vegan. How will you like it as a vegan when you go somewhere and people don't serve you what you love, yeah, but they serve you what they like. In this case, let's say they are meat eaters, and they will just come and serve you meat, whilst they know that you don't like it. Though it's a different thing, but when it comes to the spirit world, when we are talking about our ancestors, it's not only one person. It's not only your mother or your father who passed away. It's a long generation. It's a big family. So my sister, I'm very sorry to disappoint you. You have to find a way. When you are a chosen one on this journey, on the ancestral journey, or on this spiritual journey, then you have to learn not to be selfish. You need to sometimes get your ancestors some meat also on the altar. Yeah, like I have some ancestors, they don't like bloody things at all. Sometimes they will come in, then everything just have to be white, nothing like bloody matter. No. Then I have some ancestors, me myself, meat, but I like fish, then vegetables and all that, but some of my ancestors don't like those bloody things. But there are some others, like my father was in the military, and also he loved going hunting, so he ate meat. So sometimes it have to be, so you need to know all these things. They will teach you all. But when you are doing it, when you are feeding your ancestors, let it come from your heart, and trust me, they will always be there for you. As you feed them, so they will feed you, they will guide you, they will protect you, they will teach you. Find your own way, ask questions, and they will surely answer. Someone was also asking me, what are the best days, the days that we should feed our ancestors? I cannot answer it for you. Some people do it like Saturday, Sunday, depending, let's say maybe the deity, yeah, that you are feeding your ancestors. When you know, we from Ghana, we have all this the birthday, like Ya is Thursday, so like every Thursday when I'm on fasting, yeah, then when I break my fasting, I used to eat with my ancestors together. And then on Saturday, I do that too. So you have to know for yourself. There is nothing on our spiritual journey. There is nothing like a book that everybody have to do it this way. Please don't get confused and be like, oh, but this one did it this way. Why is this one doing it this way? Look, we are so different. And when we are talking about our ancestors, they are not the same. I come from a different family than you. Like my roots, you will find my roots in many places in Ghana going to Burkina. You see? So when my ancestors, when they really start coming through, you will see some things that I will be doing and you'll be like, oh, but we don't do this in Ghana and this and this and this, Cut it. Just do your own. Just do your own. Don't look at what people are doing. I just talk about things here. I share my experience and I try to just pull your mind on things. Because I talk here just for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not even enough. 10 minutes is not enough, But I just try to hit on points just to get your attention on things. That is what I do here. Because just 5 minutes will not be enough to talk about everything in this world. So once again, we feed our ancestors to show gratitude, to tell them how grateful we are, how welcome they are, how thankful we are, what they used to do for us, that they should not go working for us hungry, they should not go working for us that we have not even offered them anything. So when you come, I would have liked to show my altar, but my ancestors don't like it that way, But fresh water is very important. When you're feeding them fresh water every day, it is part of my daily life. You see, that's why I was talking the other time that to stay with someone who have a calling, people, is not easy. Yeah, because we have a lot of things to do. Like me, I work. Not that I'm here 24/7. I work. And after my work, I need to have time for people who are on this journey. And I have my family here too. And I have friends too. So you really need to have the time. You need to find that time. The most important, no matter what you do for your ancestors, do it from a grateful heart. Why do we feed our ancestors? We feed our ancestors to tell them how grateful and how thankful that we are. And why do we do that at all? It is important. It is part of our journey. When you really have a calling, this is something you will be doing. And then another person too was asking me, like, serving the food, how much do you have to, does it have to be a lot? No, it don't have to be a lot, and it don't have to be too small too. What comes from your heart? How will you yourself like to have it when someone is serving you? So you have that feeling along the line. When you start working with your ancestors, they will teach you. Maybe along the line, you come across like my video or maybe other people's video, and you feel something within you, like your spirit is talking to you, and that this is it. So don't rush at all doing things, because it is time. You cannot just start something and in the middle like this now, you just throw everything away, like you don't feel like doing that anymore. So never start something that you cannot end. You know, this is a journey. It's a never ending journey. You know, I've been doing this. I'm on this journey for years, and it's always the same. So learn to listen to your higher self. Learn to listen to the voice of your ancestors. You will know when they talk to you. You will know, and they'll always find a way to communicate with you. Feed your ancestors. Some of all your ancestors are very ashamed of you. Yeah, some people, you can eat 4 meals a day, 4 meals a day, and not even a plate. Yeah, not even a plate of a bit rice, or maybe chicken or whatever, you know, or even apple, some strawberries, you know. So some of you, maybe you have an auntie, yeah, or a father who was alive. Maybe we had this sugar sickness, you know. Then now he's no more, but you set an altar with the picture where you used to put maybe some offering. Please, someone like that, don't go putting candies and cakes and sweet things on the altar. Please don't do that. You know, because there's someone, before he left, he was really taking good care of himself. Maybe he was not eating a lot of all those things. You have to be very careful, and you know what I mean. You need to be careful. Or when you have an altar for some of your uncles or fathers, grandfathers who had problem, you know, anytime when they drink alcohol, they are behaving somehow. Don't be always every day be putting alcohol on that altar. Don't be doing that, you know. They will talk to you. You know, I just want to pull your mind on some points, but they will talk to you and they will show you what to do. Yeah. So please learn to feed your ancestors. Learn to feed your deities. Learn to feed the spirits that you work with. You know, feeding them is different than bringing offering. Like, for example, maybe buying some candles, or maybe what will I say, buying flowers for your ancestors or for your spirit, putting it on the altar. That one is a different thing. But here we are talking about food. We are talking about drink. Yeah, like my grandmother is someone who likes snuff tobacco. You know, sometimes I used to forget it. I'll feed her, water will be there, drinks will be there, but then the most important thing is the snuff tobacco. You know, I'll be like a crazy person because I don't get it just in front of my nose. I have to drive a little bit far, and I have to, even when it's in the midnight, I don't know, I'm like crazy. I'll drive out there, go get it. Until I get it, it's like I'm so nervous, I'm not feeling comfortable, there is something wrong with me. But when I get it and I come and put it on the altar, then it's like everything is okay, you know. So they will surely be talking to you. Learn to recognize their voice when they are talking to you, and everything will be okay. Once again, feed your ancestors and they will feed you. For you remembering them, for you showing them gratitude, for you letting them know that you appreciate everything that they are doing for you. You know, they are not your slaves that you call on them only when you need them. That is not how it goes. So just think about it. I hope I've answered some questions. When not, you can find me on Eye of Ancestors Kingdom on Facebook, or Nanaya Sankofa on Facebook, or here you can find me here too. You know, only sometimes it takes a little bit time for me to come out with a video, because please bear with me, I work, so I really need time to come out to come and answer some questions. So kindly forgive me. So I wish you all the best on your journey with your ancestors. Keep on, don't give up, don't get tired. Trust me, they will take care of you. They will answer your prayers, whatever that it is. Keep on praying, you know. And when you promise something, don't forget it. Blessings and love. Ashe.